All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another live stream bringing you the latest in Chelsea transfer news and Chelsea news in general. There's a bit of conversation that's happening in regards to Levi Colwill, which we'll touch up on. But first and foremost, Marc Guiu. Marc Guiu seems to be a particular target that we are getting very close to. 6 million release clause. Barcelona player. He's played a few matches for Barcelona. I was just looking at some stats. He's featured a couple of times in the Champions League, just bits and pieces, basically, coming off the bench. I suppose another one of those opportunities, isn't it? It's another one of those opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, where we feel young player, low cost, low transfer fee, most likely low wages as well. And overall, it's perfect for our project. He's 18. I'm just looking at his stats. Let's have a look at it together. Let's actually have a look at it together. His contract expires June 2025. So he's only got 1 year left in his contract. I guess this is why he's going for cheap. It's funny how this particular player is going for 6 million euros release clause, and someone like Omari Boogeyman is going for 19 million pounds, which is quite crazy. He hasn't even played. He's played like 35 minutes in the Premier League, but he's going for 19 million, whereas Marc Guiu is going for 6 billion. So yeah, he's quite tall, 1.87 meters, so just about 6 foot or 6 foot plus, I think. Yeah, 18 years old, Spanish, center forward. This is his stats from last season. A lot of youth stuff. Champions League featured twice. La Liga featured 3 times. 1 goal as well in La Liga against Athletic Bilbao. Look, the bottom line is he's a prospect. Now, do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to look into the news very, very soon. First of all, big up to each and every one of you guys. Big up my man Joshua. Big up DLM Perplex. Big up Sam. Big up Kuba. Chelsea Empire. Big up to you, my man Valan, my boy. Big up to you. Junior, Phenomenal Finn. Big up to each and every one of you guys. All the regulars are here. Within the first 3 minutes, already 100 of you guys are here, which is fantastic to see. Smash the like button. Let's get to 34,000. We're so close to 34,000. Let's get there, and then let's race towards 40,000. So if you enjoy the channel, enjoy the interaction, enjoy the discussions, and enjoy the updates, please smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, and subscribe to our playback channel, which is doing so well. We're building a nice community there as well, where we're doing a lot of members call-in shows over there, which we will do later on today as well. Now, I don't want to come here today and be annoyed and be upset about what our football club is doing. Look, this is what we're going to do. We just have to. There will be days where we're going to be upset. Of course, there'll be days where I'm going to be upset as to why we are doing all of these. Why are we keep buying all of these kids over and over again? But if we keep doing that on a regular basis, we are just going to get mental. We are going to get very, very depressed. And I don't want to be like that. Now, I want to think from a positive sense, not like forcefully be positive, not to the position where I'm toxic when I'm being positive. I don't want to be like that, but I do want to have a positive outlook about all of this. Is that I think maybe the Chelsea hierarchy and the Chelsea owners, they look at our current squad. This is how I feel. Let me know in the live chat. I think they're looking at the current squad and they're thinking, look, the current squad as it is probably quite talented enough and quite strong enough to compete for at least top 4. I think that's how they feel. In the likes of Enzo, in the likes of Caicedo, in the likes of Cole Palmer, Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson up front. We've got quite a lot of talent in the back. Levi Colwill, we've got some news about Levi Colwill, who's looking interested and very focused about next season with Chelsea Football Club. We've got Marc Cucurella, We got Reece James, of course, Malo Gusto. So we have a good core of players that are quite talented and that can definitely compete at the highest level. And I feel this is how I'm looking at things from a owners and board's perspective. They probably feel that it's strong enough to compete. So I think the ideology is that they don't want to rattle this group of players. They don't want to rattle them. They want to continue with them and allow them to keep growing. And whilst they're doing that, they're bringing in more, I suppose, inexperienced players who can, I suppose, grow with them in the likes of your Marc Guiu, your Omari Kellyman, your the Argentinian centre back that we're going to talk about, Aaron Anselmino, I think that's his name. So maybe that's the idea. Maybe allow the first team to grow and be strong, and just have all of these young kids behind them who can learn from these players who are also inexperienced still, but at least they have, some form of Premier League experience now. Let's be honest. Nicholas Jackson's got a year's worth of experience in the Premier League. Malo Gusto's got a year's worth of experience in the Premier League, and so on and so forth, right? So maybe they just want these kids to be the next batch ready to take over whenever they need to take over. I guess that's the idea. They don't want to bring in all of these superstars for several reasons. One, it's going to be expensive in terms of transfer fee. Two, wages are going to be quite demanding. And yeah, three, in the sense we have the financial fair play issues at the moment, where we can't afford such things. So we need to get back into Champions League to start affording such things. So that's how I look at it. I don't know. Is that how you feel? Let me know. Let me know in the live chat. Kuba. We have a top 4 challenging starting 11 for sure, but the problem is depth. Yes, I agree. The problem 100% is depth. But I guess they don't have the financial capabilities to stay within the sustainability, financial sustainability rules, FSR, to stay within FSR and also include, similar talent like the starting 11 in the bench as well. We just don't have the capacity to do that and ensure that we're within financial fair play rules and regulation. That's how I see it. Sasuke, big up to you, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Early prediction: with how things are going, we don't finish top 10 next season. Going to stand by it unless some major signings happen. Look, I think Fabrizio Romano, let's have a look at the news now. Let's have a look at the news. I think it's been said that we're not going to get anyone. We're not going to get anyone crazy. Let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. Let me bring up this news. So, brother Sasuke, this is the latest that dropped in last night, quite late last night. Just in, Chelsea have no intention to do something crazy. So we don't have any intention to do anything crazy for players. It has to be right this summer. They believe, for example, Nico Williams' wage could cause an internal problem. There you go. Like, this is an issue. We don't want to, as I said, we don't want to rattle the starting 11. We don't want to do that. We don't want to bring in players that are going to be asking more wages than the players that we have right now. Obviously, certain players, they're already on high wages, in the likes of, Sterling, in the likes of Ben Chilwell, even Cucurella. But your rising superstars, your Cole Palmers, your Malo Gustos, your Nicholas Jacksons, your Maduekes, we don't want talented players to come in and earn more than these players. We don't want that. We don't want that. So that is where the thing is at. We're not going to do anything crazy, and we're not going to rattle the playing group because it could cause a lot of problem. Now, okay, let's have a look at the news. We'll start things off with Marc Guiu. Marc Guiu, maybe that's how it is. It's not Marc Guiu. That's our player in Crystal Palace. well, used to be our player. So Fabrizio Romano actually has this particular news. He's actually got this particular news pinned, I think. Yeah, he's got this news pinned. So this is going to happen when Fabrizio pins a particular transfer saga. This is probably going to happen. So it goes something like this: Chelsea are advancing in talks to sign Marc Guiu by triggering €6 million release clause. The agreement with Guiu on a long-term deal is getting closer. Bayern overtaken after positive talks this weekend. Barca offered Guiu new deal. Still no final answer from player's side. It's very interesting. This player. I wonder why are you leaving Barcelona? What makes you think you can come to Chelsea and you're gonna be able to do something? And apparently it is a Chelsea signing, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be a Strasbourg signing. As you can see over here, more on Marc Guiu. Contract proposal has been sent for Chelsea, not for Strasbourg. As things stand, the project presented to Guiu is at Chelsea. So obviously there's a project that's been presented to Guiu, and he's in love with the project, and he thinks the project is fantastic, and he wants to come to Chelsea Football Club. Hopefully, when he does come to Chelsea Football Club, he can explain the project to us fans as well, so that we can be just as excited. Chelsea want to pay €6 million clause and get it done soon. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are in regards to Marc Guiu. I saw some footages here and there. I saw some clips here and there. I mean, he's raw, man. He's 18. What can I even say about an 18-year-old? His movement, his movement behind the defense. Running in behind the defense, seems like a quite fast player. Seems like someone who can finish. But of course, he's 18. What can we say? What more can I say? It's not like we have a plethora of matches to look into. The sample size is quite small. But he's going to be a Chelsea player. He's not going to be a Strasbourg player. Is he going to stay at Chelsea, or is he going to be loaned out to a championship team? Or maybe this is the backup striker. It's a perfect message, ladies and gentlemen. It's a perfect message that Nicholas Jackson is the number one striker, and we don't want to rattle that situation. Nicholas Jackson is the number one striker. So, we don't want to do anything against that. We want to make sure that he has a smooth run, and that his position is not going to be up for grabs. I think Marc Guiu is going to be 100% a backup. Let me know your thoughts. Let's have a look at some of the comments that you guys have. Cuba, let's be honest, guys. Barca never let their wonder kids go. This guy ain't nothing special. Otherwise, they would have done everything possible to renew his contract. Yeah, I mean, I find it odd that he wants to leave Barcelona to come over here. You'd think some of these kids, they dream to play for Barcelona, and being in their academy, that they would dream to play for Barcelona. I don't know what the situation is, why Barcelona are not being able to convince him. Are they giving him an important offer? Do they care so much if he leaves? I don't know. And I don't have enough evidence to say that he's the real deal for the future. It's another opportunity. Basically, it's another opportunity. And as I said, the way I look at it, he's going to be the understudy to Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson's going to be the frontline striker, and Marc Guiu will be something off the bench to provide something special. I don't know. It also means that Armando Broja, obviously you're gone. You were gone for a long time anyway, and you're 100% now gone. It also means David Washington. I don't know. Maybe he goes to Strasbourg. It also means David Dutra Fofana. You're probably sold as well. If you can make some profit. DLM Perplex, Miss. Now Bowley will push FIFA to introduce 12v12 football for his beloved 4-4-3 formation. More players play, more stocks rise. Win-win justification for Chelsea bloated squad too. Now I think they'll cut down the squad. I'm pretty sure soon they'll cut down the squad. Yeah, but I cannot imagine players like David Dutra Fofana having a future at Chelsea Football Club. It's crazy how before their future could even develop, like boom, gone. They're out of here. Looks like they will be out of here. I don't know how many. I don't think you can loan out that many players. There's a restriction on loans as well. Joshua, big up to you. I want someone to compete with Jackson, not be an understudy. We have plenty of understudies already. Yeah, look, it's not going to happen, man. Competing with Jackson, who would you bring in to compete with Jackson? Either it's going to be someone who's going to demand more wages, and it's not going to happen, or it's going to cost us a lot more money. Who could potentially be a competitive to Jackson? You would have to bring someone of the same level. And we don't want someone of the same level. We want someone more, greater than Nicholas Jackson. But our club doesn't want to have anyone greater than Nicholas Jackson, because that will halter his. That will halt his progression, and we don't want to halt Nicholas Jackson's progression. Yeah, okay, that's a good shout. Jonathan David, yeah. Jonathan David's a good shout. I guess the issue with Jonathan David is that, he's 24. Sure, he fits all the boxes. Still not the levels that we want. But you're right. Yeah. He's probably the better shout. He's probably the better one to get than Marc Guiu. But I guess they're going for Marc Guiu is because his 6 million euros, the release clause, and his wages are going to be so cheap. Someone like Jonathan David, I don't know. How much is Jonathan David on, ladies and gentlemen? Do you guys know? Do you guys know what Jonathan David's wages are like? Kuba saying 32K. Aman saying 27K. Apparently 30K. Okay. So, yeah, he would probably come to Chelsea Football Club for double that money. Yeah. He'd probably come for 60K, I suppose. Yeah, bro, it's West Ham level striker. Yeah, I know. I don't want Jonathan David either. But at the same time, I don't want Marc Guiu either. But I guess they see the value in Marc Guiu that is 6 million. It could potentially be 20, 30, 40 million in a season's time. Who knows? Maybe they don't feel the same way about Jonathan David, even though Jonathan David is still young as well. He's 24. But they see more value in Marc Guiu. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that is the case. Haj, big up to you, my man. The reason our attacking options look so bad is because we allocated 105 and 115 on two pivot players, when historically this level of money is only spent on superstar forwards. Yeah, perhaps that's the case, man. This gets talked about a lot, that, how doesn't Chelsea owners have ambition? Look at the midfielders, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. Look at the amount of money they spent over there. The problem is that's where the money was spent, and then not crazy amount spent elsewhere. A whole heap of young kids brought in. Look, some of the kids have done well, man. I'm not even going to lie. Of course, Malo Gusto has been fantastic. Cole Palmer has been fantastic. Madueke, there's some value as well. I'm not going to lie. Nicholas Jackson, obviously, there's some value. Obviously, there are players that didn't work out as well. Like so far, I don't think Mudrik's worked out. And then obviously there's been other transfer businesses that have probably been a bit of a disaster, in the likes of Sterling. Goalkeeper situation, Robert Sanchez seems a bit excessive. Some of the defenders, Desasi, maybe even Buddy Shield, you can put them in the mix. Has not really worked out. Wesley Fofana obviously hasn't really worked out as yet. He's been injured all along. And Kunku is another one. He needs to work out. He's been injured all along as well. So there have been cases where things have not worked out. Yeah, Esteval Willian, he's balling, man. He's balling. I might do a separate video on this just to cover the Esteval Willian situation. This guy, he scored another goal yesterday, late night UK time, and he was doing the Cole Palmer celebration. And Cole Palmer shared Esteval Willian's story on Instagram as well, saying that see you soon. So maybe something nice brewing there. Looks like a very, very talented footballer. He's always doing something for Palmeiras now. Similarly to Kendry Paez. So with look, the model seems to have struck gold, and you're gonna here and there. Obviously, you're gonna strike gold, and I guess this is what we're going for. Whether it brings you results right now, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, yet another youngster, yet another kid. Chelsea have sent people to Argentina to work on signing Anselmino, Aaron Anselmino, coming from Fabrizio Romano via Playback. I believe he's 19 years old, centre back, and this is quite serious as well. This news is quite serious as well. This is most likely going to happen. 19 years old, centre back. I guess once again, the same theory applies. We've got quite a lot of CBs. Maybe he's someone who can learn from the centre backs that we have. Be their understudy. Some of them are learning themselves anyway. Levi Colwill is learning. I'm not sure how much education he can provide to Anselmino when Levi Colwill himself is not a graduate yet. Maybe they can learn from Tosin. Tosin can actually teach a few things, I suppose. Maybe they can learn from Tosin. Maybe they can learn from Desarcy. Joshua saying this would be Strasbourg signing. No, I don't know. I mean, Fabrizio saying Chelsea have sent people. I don't know. Fabrizio hasn't said Blueco, but maybe he may mean Chelsea as Blueco. So I don't know. I don't know whether this is a Strasbourg signing. It could potentially be a Chelsea signing again. I'm not sure. Anselmino, I can back. There are talents which look at and be like, yeah, he has something about him. There you go. Some people are backing this centre back. Once again, I don't watch Boca Juniors, so I don't have any idea. I've seen clips of him. Seems like a good ball-playing defender, but once again, it's minimal amount of games played at the highest level. So, and he's young. I mean, how much more can we say about a young kid? Mad, all we need is Jonathan David as top striker. We've already got top players, but the jury is out. Maresca, he'll be judged. A judge for what, brother? Why is the jury out for Maresca? What has he done? He's not asking for any of these players. This is the board and the owners doing all of this. So I don't think you can judge Maresca. He certainly cannot be judged in the upcoming season. You need to give him at least a whole season to embed what he's trying to do before you can start judging him. I think it's quite unnecessary to judge him in the first season, unless he absolutely fails drastically by coming 10th, 11th, 12th again. As long as he doesn't do that, I think it should be fine. Royston, even if we get these youngsters, doesn't mean we still can't loan them out or send them to academy. I don't think you're going to be sending some of these players to academy when they're playing for Boca Juniors first team. You could potentially send Omari Kellyman to academy, but then you spend 19 million on a player to send him to academy. That seems ridiculous to me. That seems ridiculous. So I'm not really sure whether we're going to be sending all of these players to academy. I don't think Marc Guiu is coming to Chelsea Football Club to be in the Chelsea academy. I think Marc Guiu is coming to Chelsea Football Club to naturally compete for the striker position, because he was already playing for Barcelona first team, albeit not that many minutes, but he was already playing for them. So he's a bit too ahead of the academy situation. James Atwood, big up to you. Is the best Maresca will do is 10th, just watch. I mean, Look, it won't surprise me if that's the case, but I don't hope so. I'm thinking he should be able to still manage fifth or sixth with the squad that we have, and hopefully our players can learn the style as soon as they can, and then we can piece together a good, good season. That's all I can say. Mason, can't judge him after one season. If the club don't get top four, he will be gone. Unfortunately, that's the policy. No, it can't be like that. Our owners, our board of directors, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot chop and change anymore. I'm sorry. And you've given Enzo Maresca a 5-year contract. Again, you've given him given a manager a 5-year contract. So it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. This time, the brother is simply not going to get sacked. As I said, unless it's some ridiculous level of performances, which puts us in a very, very bad position in the table. And then I'm pretty sure they'll have some sort of clause in the contract where they can pull out. Samuel, people actually forget all the miserability that Jackson or Sterling or Mudryk or Chilwell or Sanchez, etc., brought last season. I don't forget. I know very well. But if I point all of this out, I'm negative, and I'm gonna get insulted. I'm gonna get abused, and frankly, I don't like being abused and insulted on a regular basis on my live chat, on my comments. It's not nice. It's not nice. But I have not forgotten. I've not forgotten at all. I know Nicholas Jackson is not ruthless up front. I know that. He's missed crazy amount of chances last season. Some unbelievable moments where he's missed. Sterling, I know the stinkers he has dropped over and over again. Mudryk, we all know the level of stinkers he has dropped. So, and Chilwell and Sanchez and all of these players. So yeah, look, injury is the biggest thing. I hope from an injury standpoint, we can have a fit team. If we have a fit team, that'll go a long way. That will go a long way indeed. I'm really hoping we have sorted our physio medical team, because there were about 4 players that will feel like new signings. Yeah, look, that is the most important part. 100%. If we can have a fit team for the entirety of the season, I think that in itself should help us push beyond 5th and 6th and get into the top 4 area, which will be fantastic. Now, a little bit of conversation in regards to Levi Colwill, but before we get to that, ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Let's take the moment. We've got well over 300 people live. Let's get to 200 likes. I think that would be fantastic if you guys are kind enough to like. If you're not kind enough to like, well, it is what it is. You don't want to like. I can't really force you guys. But if you're enjoying, smash the like button. That would be much appreciated. Okay, now, some Levi Colwill news coming up. Let's have a look at that. Levi Colwill looks forward to next season. I think the games we've got lined up are really exciting games, and they're going to prepare us perfectly for the season coming up, which is good to see that he's saying all of this. I think Eunice has put out a particular tweet as well, which says a lot of stuff as well. Joined up with the senior squad for our preseason tour of the USA, with the Blues heading back to America to kick off our preparations for 2024-2025. Colwill recalls an important few weeks for his career and highlights one of this year's matches he's looking forward to. The tour last year definitely helped me settle in and get comfortable around the lads, and that helped me play my best football. So it definitely helped me, and hopefully this preseason is just as good. I think the games we've got lined up are really exciting games, and they're going to prepare us perfectly for the upcoming season. Great to see. Finally, he's put to bed, hopefully, all of these rumors that always circulate around him, and he can stay focused. And then I fully believe he should be one of the CBs, along with perhaps Levi Colwill and Wesley Fofana. If Wesley Fofana is fit, obviously, I think that should be the combination, and then we'll see who the rest of the players are. But yeah, I mean, he's focused. He's already preparing his body for the huge preseason. So let's see what happens. Apparently, Kante left because there were issues with medical department. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, that's great. Royston, Jonathan David will probably be the most experienced person we get. We should try to get more like him, who is still under 25 but got lots of minutes. Yeah, look, this is why we want players like Nico Williams. We want players like Olise, but it's they're going to demand a lot of money in terms of wages. It's not going to happen. Valan, big up to you, my man. Don't fall for this stupid PR crap. Let's see what happens with Levi Colwill. Let's see what happens. Kevin K, why does the standard keep dropping so much so quickly? Went from Jokiris and Osimhen to Duran and Samuel. Now it's Kellyman versus this Barca kid. Next, will be non-league players with potential. Yeah, look, the way the striker situation nosedived, as you said, Kevin K, is a reality check. It's a reality check for all of us. It's letting us know where Chelsea Football Club is at, and we just have to accept it. Hamza, big up to you. You haven't watched this Barca kid ever play or Kellyman, so it's unfair to judge them. I'm not even judging them, man. Hamza, I'm not judging them. I don't know anything about them. I'm not even judging them. All I'm saying is it necessary to get these players? I mean, wasn't it more necessary to get a little bit more experience? Some players that actually have some level of experience at the highest level. Do you know what I mean? Not necessarily them being old, but youngish players that have played good amount of games in top flight. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, this guy's crap. Like, I don't know who they are to even comment if they're crap or not. All I'm saying is, was this necessary? But it looks like it is necessary for the football club. This is how the Chelsea model is. It's all about it's all about opportunities, finding opportunities to make more money. And this is one way of creating a new revenue stream. I think they will both turn out excellent players and light up the league. Well, there you go, Hamza. Ladies and gentlemen, Hamza believes both Kellyman and Marc Guiu will turn out to be excellent players and light up the league. So, cool. Faisal, big up to you, my man. Miz, where do you see Carney's future? Can he still make it at Chelsea or be a starter? Kellyman also plays in the same position as him. Look, for Carney Chukwuemeka, if he can stay fit, there is a serious footballer in there. I'm not even lying. I really rate him quite highly. But he needs to stay fit. That's the real deal, man. He needs to stay fit. Okay. Let's see what's going on. People, yes, subscribe to my man Valant's channel. It's in the live chat. Please subscribe to my man's channel. Subscribe to whoever wants to for Valant. Make sure you guys do that. Hamza just told Miz we don't know enough about these two players and not to judge them, but then he goes on to make a judgment that they will be world class. I love it. Thank you, Haj. You always got my back, Haj. People like Hamza, they like to tell people, what to do. Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do, and then they do the same thing. It's quite mad. Yeah. Marlo K, big up to you, my man. But why do you rate Carney highly? Ever since last season, he also only played a few minutes before joining us. I saw a bit of him in Aston Villa. I saw quite a few matches, Graham Potter time, when he featured few matches against Man City. There are certain players you just need to see a little bit and you go, yeah, there's something about them. it's not like Kani Chukwuemeka. We've not seen anything of him. We have seen enough sample size to say there is a good footballer there. And last season as well, there were bits and pieces where he looked good. I believe against West Ham, he scored a goal, and then he obviously got injured. I believe against Manchester United, that 4-3, he had a nice, lovely shot that hit the post late on. He's fast. He can dribble. He's got a bit of physicality about him. Now he's good, man. He's good. Obviously, injuries are an issue. That's how I think. Happy for you to think, Milo K, that he's a nobody. Happy for you to think like that. It's understandable. Sultan is, if you want to get on the toxic positivity train, to be fair, the owners have hinted at waiting until the Pep Klopp era is over. Maybe they will stop buying kids when Pep goes. Maybe I don't know. I don't think they'll stop. I think this is one of their solid revenue making schemes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the latest in Chelsea news at the moment. We will go to playback. So subscribe to playback, by the way. Let me share the playback channel. This is our playback channel. Subscribe to our playback channel for live call-ins. I'm going to pin it. Subscribe. Hopefully within the next half an hour. Yeah, within the next half an hour, we'll start a show there. You guys can all come in, join the live stream over there, call in, participate. Let me know your opinions on Marc Guiu, Anselmino, whatever else kids that we're bringing in. Let me know your thoughts about that. We'll probably start within the next half an hour. So do look out for that and subscribe. Subscribe to the playback channel. We'll see you guys on playback within the next half an hour. Until then, smash the like button here. Subscribe here as well. And I'll see you guys very soon. See ya.